Okay, see if this works. Ugh. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Yeah, good. I'm doing this on the Apple. Looks pretty nice. This is a 1080. As the last one I used, either I hit the wrong button on the audio where it cut off, or it did it itself. So we'll wait for some people to turn on here. Hopefully I set the public. Hi, how are you? Got some news. Didn't want to share this, but had my fingers crossed. But it looks like they're uncrossed. Found this out about a week ago. Well, I've been knowing it for a long time. I didn't say nothing until it's somewhat in wet cement. You know what I mean? um, World War III might be popping up. That might be the reason. I'm not totally sure, but we'll discuss it here in a minute. We got two people on. Well, you see I look kind of skinny, so let's see if there's anyone else. Me new. That's great. Hello, John Doe. We're here to talk about something. As everyone knows, I used to work for Homeland Security, and I sort of work for the government. And man, I tell you, a lot of stuff going on here. I did not want to say this at all. I didn't want to say this. I've been doing this for about 6 months, but today's the news. And I'm going to give you a little bit of show and tell here, so if you don't mind. Anyway, sounds like everything's working great. How you guys doing? Doing great. Whoop. Popped on another guy here. Let me pop back on. Make sure this is on. There we go. Got a new internet coming up here. I got to hook up so when I travel, things will be a lot better. Got a new internet coming up here. I got to hook up. Okay, we got the audio. Got a different microphone on today. Okay, so good evening. I know this is late at night on the east side, the west side. A little bit earlier. Fortunately, we got some news here going on, and I want to make sure I've got to write this out for certain people because they don't listen. This is pretty much in wet cement. It's probably going to dry, so I'll give as many details as I can. As stated in my thumbnail, 2026, there is going to be a ban on either DJI drones or all drones. I am not sure which one or the other. Very sad situation. It does not matter if you got a was it part 107 license. Doesn't matter if you have the regular license. The only ones that might be able to use it is the military and or police officers. That's it. So right now, I don't know if this is just DJI and or all drones because I was just about ready to build another drone. And unfortunately, looks like plans are scrapped. You gotta, this could lend, I don't know if it's got anything to do with World War III. Reasons why I'm not too positive yet is I'm gonna say this. And this is not a joke. And here's probably the three main reasons. Okay, for don't know how to spell that. Okay. Okay, so the ban. It could be the Chinese. We all know about the TikTok situation. Um, the TikTok ban. They keep, expanding that. DJI is Chinese. They do a really great job on these drones. Absolutely great. And I'll share which ones I got with you in a minute. That could be the main reason. And as you can see, I got WW3 on it, which is not a joke. I'm sure people know what that means. World War III. That's when they're going to start tightening up the security. The idiots, being serious, there's people flying these. I just saw the Blue Angels a little while ago. If you look on YouTube, someone in Detroit flew a drone right near the Blue Angels, and these things could take down planes. Seriously. If you go to the National Museum in Daytona, they did test that these things could or even will take down a big plane. People have been flying these way up above the sky, above the clouds, which is dangerous. There's been planes that came with near hit on these things. Uh, it don't matter if you got a Part 107 or not, because there's people with Part 107 doing stupid shit with these. These are serious business. A while back, Obama signed it as toys. FAA couldn't have fine people with it. Trump changed it, which I agree with Trump. These things are dangerous in the sky. One of the reasons why I don't fly planes is, you got these people using these to spy on people, flying them too close to aircrafts and other stuff like that, jails and stuff. So it does become a security. It could be because of the idiots. And of course, security. There was a thing where high school kids with laptops. I guess the high school was putting spy programs on their laptop where the camera turns on, but they don't know about, but they're watching them on cameras. Of course, you got the pedophile situation. They ain't too much about this, but they got the small cameras in the bathroom. You got other things like like our Apple phones, mine, which I reported. They, even when you think it's off, it's not. It's on. It's listening to you. My Apple phone was acting kind of funny. When you think your camera's off, it's actually on. All the stuff these people are doing these days. So security. I think these are one of the more four reasons. We'll find out more later. It's probably going to be a national ban where none of us could fly it. So unfortunately, um, this has a lot to do with travel. But the stuff I use for travel and the other stuff that I have, I'll share with you here. Make sure this thing is good. Okay. So anyway, we go through the drones that I own, that I do fly once in a while. I should be flying. And okay. So first one here, which I haven't used in a long time. This is the number one drone, DJI, first one that kind of came out, I think. Uh, I think this is it. There's a thing that comes down here and it holds a camera, the DJI camera or GoPro camera. You see it's got dirt on it. I got a headlamp. The battery's out. It's actually depleted. This is number one. I probably use this for parts more than anything. I haven't flown this in years. So, um, I think if I had to take a guess, here's the antennas and stuff like that. As time goes on, they build them better and better. I think they kind of do that on purpose so they get more money, in my opinion. So this is a DJI number one. So later on, they came out with DJI number. I think this will be considered two, or is it three? I don't remember. I think this is two. As you can see, this has gray stripes on it. This is, I think, called the long version or extended. This could go really far. It's got an amplifier on the control. As you can see, I kind of modded it up some. I forgot this was for. I got the camera and I got a headlamp on it, which is extremely bright, that I built. Like I said, I think this is the one that's got the first underneath sound wave, so don't hit nothing, so it can land on ground versus trees. I really like this. I kind of modded this up a little bit. It's got a nice camera. I wonder if it's got my SD card in it. Because maybe I'll pull it out and use it for something else. Yeah, it's got the SD card. Um, you got the little gel thing, so it knocks out the shock. I think this is called the DJI number 2 or DJI number 3 extended. I forgot what number this is. So then I got the DJI number 2 standard, or maybe it's number 3 standard. I don't remember. You see, it's got the red stripes. I used to fly this a lot. It's modded. I call this the spider drone. You see, I got a headlight on it. I built really super bright. I haven't played with this in years or flown it. I'm gonna have to start flying it. I think this is like 22 minutes in the air, 25. This one, my brother, as I was flying, my brother grabbed it, and the battery went dead, and it crashed. I put a new camera on it. It's really nice. So make sure no one touches your drone when you're flying it. But these claws right here are very awesome. And this light is super bright, as you could see. I might put a battery in it to show you how bright the sucker is. It's got a nice camera. I had to order this one. So really nice. I like this. This doesn't go as far range as my other one. Like I said, the reason I show people this is what I use for my travels. Of course, this takes up quite a room in my car. Back then, it was a 5 when I did my travel pictures. I really don't like flying drones too much, unless I've needed, because it takes a lot of time. If you know what I say, what I mean. So then, one of the next best travel guys here, if he's in here, because sometimes I use these boxes for parts. You can see this is the Mavic number 2 that I got. If I can rip it apart here. See if I get this out. Nope, no drone in here, but I got spare blades and that. And I got to clean this out anyway because I'm moving. So, let's see. I do have the Mavic Air 2. This is a cute one. This is the Spark. Really nice and small. I think it gets like 19 minutes or 18. Very small. My hands are bigger. They don't fold up. This is good for traveling as well. I have not used this in a couple years. I flew this by a water tower because I had to take a look at it. This is great for traveling. See, it's about this size. I could put it in a case. I could still bring this. This is perfect because it's dinky. Just the gimbal on it's not too sensitive and stuff like that. But this is the Spark. Again, DJI makes some really great stuff. This is what I use for the travel. I think these are extra blades in here, so I could still bring this with me on my travels. So that's the Spark. I really like it. Let me see if I pull this up. Next one on the list that I got is, let's see what's in here, because I think, okay, we got the big one here. The Mavic, I think, is number 2. Yes, I think this is number 2. Pretty big drone. It folds up like this. This is the one you could see in my video. I flew this in Colorado to take pictures of the hills and that. Now, I said this crashed. It didn't. What I meant by crash, I got to be careful with my words. Not crash isn't it fell down. But in this camera, there is a very thin, it's thinner than my hair. It's a thin wiring system to the camera, and it snapped. It's what happened, and I lost the video on that. It went crazy. I had to tear this all apart. I had to buy 2 or 3 new camera wiring for it. Like I said, it's thinner than my hair. And because I got big hands, it was hard for me to put in. It actually took me over about 2 months to get it in, maybe 2.5 months, because the first one broke because it's so thin and fragile. Then the second one, you have to like weave it in there and wire it a special way. It does work. The only thing is I had to calibrate this on my computer, which I have not done yet. But this I brought with me in Colorado a couple years ago. You'll see it. It says like I crashed my Mavic. I actually didn't crash it. The camera broke on it. Let me see if I get this off. I forgot. I think it's just the fact that the camera moves too fast. My suggestion is when you get these things, you want to adjust it where the camera moves super slow so that won't happen. So let me see if I get this off. And it's kind of stuck in here if I get it out because I haven't done it so long. There you go. So you gotta be really careful, but you see I got the camera's not new, but the wiring is. And I'm gonna tell you that sucker was hard too to put in there. I had to stick little tweezers in there and Q-tips and stuff. If you look up on there how to fix your what is this again? Is this a Mavic? I think it is. Yeah, it's a Mavic. How to wire it up or fix the wiring? You'll see how hard it is. So it's no fun. I really don't like it. I kind of wish they make the wires like the Phantom 2 and that. But I mean, these Chinese people, man, they really build super small stuff. So I'm trying to get this in without ruining it. Let me see if I get it in here. There we go. So I really enjoyed this. It's a little too big for me to travel. I like small stuff because I don't want it taking up a lot of room. But it was fun. And I might have to get off my rear end and calibrate this. It's got an LED light on the bottom, which is nice. So let's go ahead and put this up. Oh, I think it goes in like this. So these are, if you get a pretty good friend to fly with, these are fun to fly. So this is, like I said, this is a travel weightlifting game video. So this has got a lot to do with traveling. But thank God they made them smaller. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so anyway, the other thing we got, let's see what's in here. I got a couple more drones, but I gotta find them. See what we got in here. Ah, we got another one. This might be the number 3. And Jesus, I can't keep track of them no more. What number is this? It's a Mavic. This is probably number 2 or 3. The other one was probably number 1. And man, I gotta calibrate one of these. So I bought this one. You can see it's pretty nice and a little bit bigger than the other one. You see the camera here, I hope. It's pretty nice. I took this one out. Really liked it. I'm going to have to fly this again. And you can see I got a big case with 4 batteries here. This is awesome. One of the things I forget is taking these off, but I think this one you don't have to take off. It moves around in there, and I think it should have that because I don't want it getting hit by a bee or something. I think this is the first one they made where you could leave the protective on it and it'll still move if I'm correct. So it looks like it moves pretty freely in there because I really don't like taking these things off. Because to me it's like a windshield. These things fly awfully fast. So this is another Mavic I have. The Mavics are probably awesome for a little bit of traveling, but not serious travel. I really like it, and these things are pretty hefty. So, like I said, when I get time, I'm gonna have to refly these things to calibrate them and that. Um, this is really nice. Okay, and it's got a nice case too. I think I got this from Best Buy. As you know, Best Buy is kind of going under right now. I think they're like Kmart. They not keeping up with the times and they're doing bad, not enough selections. Okay, I haven't been to Best Buy for a long time, but bad management, I guess. If I was manager in there, I'd tell them. But this is the number one thing I bring with me. It's perfect. It's like a purse. I don't care if people say I'm a woman and that. Hey, there's good things about women. It's their purses. This is what I used for my San Antonio fly above the city thing. Uh, Instead of using the phone, I like these better. It's got a built-in screen. This is really nice. I'm going to use this for Red Lobster because I got to be in Detroit in the morning. So I'm going to fly above Red Lobster. It's the one that caught on fire. And then I got to start heading down to Kentucky. Um, and then I got to pop back up. I think I got to go to Pittsburgh. I don't film everywhere I go, by the way, because I need a break from this YouTube crap. And then I start making my way to Colorado to the ghost town. So the dogs are all excited. I am. That's what I do. I love adventuring. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the one I use now. It is the Mini 3. I think it flies like 48 minutes, 44. Again, I think it's really nice. You can see my hands are pretty big. It's smaller. It's nice and folded up. This is perfect. The only difference is now I could use my phone for a hotspot to connect to this, and I actually have the screen and everything built in the controller because on my other ones I had to take my phone and put it on my controller, and I don't like that anymore. Everything's right here, so you can see it folds up. This is the little guy I used last for my San Antonio trip. So think this little guy right here. He flew above San Antonio, really beautiful city. Um, Clean city, not too much traffic. The crime I don't think is too bad because most cities do have crime. The more people you have, the more crime. But I really love San Antonio. I was trying to find the. It's either I was trying to find it or I forgot about it. The Ripley's Believe It or Not. Um, I got that on my last San Antonio trip. So anyway, that kind of sucks with the ban. Okay, so I don't know exactly. Remember, I'm not the president of the United States. I'm not a dictator. I'm just reporting the news. Uh, DJI and or all drones are going to be banned. I don't know what exact reason. I know it's security and probably Chinese. It could be because of idiots too. They're getting tired of them flying around planes. It's one or those couple people that ruin it for the rest. I fly mine, just take videos of the city. I'm very cautious because I don't want to go to jail with these things. By the way, if you look on the internet there, a guy just got arrested for flying the drone inside Detroit Tiger Stadium while they're playing a game, and that's a no-no. Me, I do added protection. What I do is I do not go anywhere near planes. I don't fly over buildings. I stay far away from people and stuff like that so I don't get in any trouble. My plans are not to do anything stupid with these. It's just to take photo and fly them for fun and stuff. They are fun to fly. I'll admit that. So I'm going to have to charge up one of these batteries and get one of these flying. So I got a new internet hotspot I got to hook up. So hopefully it's better than my home internet. And the best thing about it is this one's more cheaper, but also I could take it anywhere I want. So hopefully there'll be better video um, of like tornadoes and stuff that I do, and then I could do computer work while traveling and stuff like that. I do have a mobile hotspot on my phone, but different towers, different ranges. The phone can only go so fast. I don't need a fast internet. I just need just a pretty good one, you know. But unfortunately, that's what ruined it. So, anyway, if anyone has any questions, go ahead and ask. I don't see anything else going on. Okay, so someone asked some questions. How you doing? Doing all right. Yeah, other than that, hopefully this is some good information for you guys. So anyway, I'm probably gotta do some stuff here and that, but it really sucks. He flew above San Antonio. Let's see if anyone got anything else. Uh, yeah, nothing else. So I'll wait here for till you guys chat. Sometimes people come on late at night. Oh, like I said, tonight's a bad night to stream, but they could come on here later. So anyway, with that said, um, man, this thing's crooked. See if anyone else gonna join on. So looks like everything working good tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I'll probably I'm gonna cut off the camera. I'm gonna cut off the microphone. I'll leave it on for a bit to see if anyone puts a chat in there, just to look at it. But other than that, yeah, they're all banning these things. Let me see what the news uh says in here lately on it. If they did anything, you guys don't mind. Let me take a look here. Um, just kind of pisses me off with the drone situation. I wish I'm gonna just. The internet's not the greatest source, but let's look and see what they say. Okay, let's look it up. um, yeah, looks like see people now are reporting it because I was the first one that set it up. What they want's the views. No. Okay, according here, April 7th says U.S. Customs are stopping drones at the point. Uh, DJI issues urgent warning 6 months until possible ban. I think this is going to be all drones. If not, it's going to be any Chinese drones. The DJI ban. What guide to what's happening with the ban? Um. Okay. U.S. made ban Chinese drone maker DJI with no clear alternative. I think before the United States wanted them to put in the little trackers in them. The question is it the trackers inside only the DJI drones or all of them? The United States are going to have to start making drones. I don't know. Is there any United States companies that make good drones? I think some of them do. I'm not sure, but they only fly like 15 minutes or 20. Um, Let me see what else they got on here. Let me see. Let me get this back on. I hate this thing. Okay, we don't want that. We want this. Okay. DJI issues urgent warning for possible ban. the U.S. drone ban and what that means for DJI drones. So it looks like it's just DJI. National security concerns. Um, it says here January 2nd, 2025. I've been knowing about beforehand. Um, it says here you can't listen to YouTubers. Trump's DJI ban executive order. I don't know if there's an executive order yet. DJI escapes U.S. drone ban but may get banned automatically unless. That's December 18, 2024. DJI drone ban. Will DJI new drones be banned? Yeah, they're supposed to be putting a tracker in there. I don't think the tracker is going to be any different, but it looks like it's going to be 2026 is when they're going to start banning these things. Let me look. One of the top stories. Yeah, it's Chinese DJI versus the United States. Oh, they're fighting back and forth over it. So, like I tell people, just like when I report on new videos, games coming out, and other people, I always tell people never expect anything until you see it on the shelf. Uh, these people will report stuff, don't know what they're talking about, but with the DJI ban, don't listen to me or anyone else. Don't expect it till you see it in writing by the government, okay? But you could heed the warning. So, anyway, man, I'm dead tired here. Let me see if anyone's got any questions. See what else is going on in here. By the way, these idiots are flying on the motorcycles. 2 of them got killed. I can't show one because I'll get my account terminated. Um, let's see. Anything else going on? I don't see anything else. I'm not really into the news because it just talks BS and negative stuff. R-Truth is back in wrestling. I like R-Truth. I haven't watched wrestling in years because I think it sucks now. It's not what it used to be. Renovated water fountains at Beaver Fountain. I went here years ago. That's in Pennsylvania. I got it on my video if you watch it on my YouTube channel. I might go there again, but this is really pretty. I love water fountains. Let's see how they renovated it. They didn't do too much to it, but the mall was like sort of dead, sort of not, but it's peaceful to go there. I might bring the dogs down there. It's in Pittsburgh, so that's one of my travel plans. But anyway, let's see if you got any questions here. I'll give me a nice coffee or something. See what's this? Me new. Okay. So I think that's all I got. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut the camera off, people, with the microphone. Sometimes people like to chat back and forth afterwards. But hopefully everyone has a good day. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. So I'll leave it on for a little bit. So I got to say is good night and take care.